What's up, YouTube? But today we're back with another freaking video. And today it's hot, but it's just probably hot just in my car, really, because it's hot as hell. Let me cool shit down. Today I feel like I'm going to be talking to y'all about some things that I feel like has really been on my chest. I recently stopped talking to a person. I stopped talking to that person because I feel like, y'all hear that? Don't mind it. I feel like that person and I wasn't going to work out. But when I leave in silence, when I leave someone in silence, that's my way of saying I would never be there. But once I fight for you, and I feel like once I really just put down the law and be like, hey, I really love you, and I'm going to sit here and I'm going to try to fight with you. It's not because I want to fight with you. It's because I want to try to learn you and I want to try to figure things out. But you can't be in a relationship with anyone and you're the only one fighting. Even if it seems like, because it might seem like that they do feel like they're fighting for the relationship. But I feel like, honestly, if it's hurting you, and you know you're not healing, you're not getting anywhere with this, then it's time for you to let that relationship go. And if it's meant to be, it won't be so hard for you to let that person. I won't say it won't be so hard. If it's meant for y'all two to be together, it won't be so hard for you to realize, oh, this person ain't meant for me. I'm just gonna let it go. Because we all meet people for a reason, for a season, for a lifetime, for a reason. And I'm gonna say that because, like I said it like that, because so many people have met people that really have put an impact on their lives. They put an impact on their good way, put an impact on their bad way, put an impact on them in some type of way. So I'm not gonna say any person that I have not met did an impact on my life. Everybody that I have met has always put an impact on my life, and I appreciate them because I've either improved from it, I've either learned from it. I just know that I've never gave up. Not many times I've sit there and I've cried and I've sat there and be like, parents, I can't do this shit no more. Or excuse my language. I felt like plenty of times where I was like, I can never do this again. I don't want to do it again. I refuse to do it again. Blah, 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 blah. I sit there. But I woke it up to realize that I'd be like, you know what? I didn't do that again. Because it made me stronger. What doesn't kill you makes you 1,000% stronger. It doesn't make you 100%. It makes you 1,000%. Excuse me. It makes you 100% stronger. When you have learned your ups and downs and your all arounds, you're gonna sit and you're gonna look in the mirror and you're gonna be comfortable. You're gonna be comfortable with you. And I say that to say, not everyone is meant to be in your life. Not everyone, not everything. It could be, oh, I really want that car. I really want that house, but is that house meant for you? Is that car meant for you? Do God want you to have that house? Or do you just want you to have that house? Because if God don't want you to have something, if God don't want you to have something, He'll take it. In life, you're going to cry. In life, you're going to want things and you're going to struggle. But at the end of the day, baby girl, don't you ever give up. Ever. Because one day you're going to be waking up and you're going to be looking at your dreams, because at the end of the day, you did not give up. And I hate when people do this. But don't ever let yourself settle. And I mean, people out here that really have bigger dreams, and they be sit here, they be like, oh, I wanted to be a YouTuber and make millions or thousands on the internet, blah, 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 blah. And they sit here, they be like, oh, well, my mom didn't want me to do it, so I didn't do it. What the freak? What the hell? Baby, let me tell you something. If I want to be the biggest YouTuber on the planet, I'm going to get it. Because maybe it's just not something that I could do on the side. Maybe YouTubing is something I could do on the side and find something else that I pursue my dreams to be. But I know at the end of the day, I'm not going to give up because my mom and my dad don't want me to do something. I'm not going to give up because that person or that hater or anybody else don't want me to do something. I'm going to do it because I want to do it. And if it wasn't meant for me, then I'm not going to do it. Never give up on your dreams, because your dreams are what makes you you. And you have to dream big, because if you don't dream big, it's something that you want, then you'll never like, get there. So I feel like I'm not making sense. So I'm gonna make sense. Okay? Let's just say, you have dreams to be a nurse. You're like, oh my God, I really want to be a nurse. But you feel like you're not moving nowhere. Can I put my phone on the order? Okay. But you feel like you're not moving nowhere. You have sat there and you have went to school to be a nurse. You're in your midterms of school to be a nurse. You feel like you letting your mom down, you letting everybody down, because your dreams is to be a nurse, but your mom wants you to be a lawyer because they feel like that's for you. Baby, what your mom and your dad want you to do is not what God wants you to do, because you have this dream for a reason. You had the dreams to be a nurse because, okay, maybe your heart is big and pure and open to care for a patient that has cancer, or to care for a patient that has a temporary treatment, or to love on someone who only has a certain amount of days to live. Baby, let me tell you, nurses are very strong people, because also doctors are very strong people. Anybody who works in the hospital are very strong people, because they sit there, they try to save so many people's lives. Blood, they deal with blood, they deal with brain surgery, all types of different things. Being a nurse takes a very strong person. And I'm not saying no other job takes a strong person, because don't get me wrong, I am a teacher assistant. I deal with kids. It takes a very strong person. A teacher is a very strong person, but a nurse is a very strong person, because they have to deal with so many things, and then they have to still come home and deal with the things they have going on at home. You can be a nurse. You can make so much money that you have the newest BMW. You have the the mansion that you wanted. You have everything that you could ever possibly ask for. But your life is going downhill because you're lacking something. I feel like sometimes I look and I wake up and I feel trapped. And I know y'all have heard me. a million times before sit here and say, oh, I want to be on stage one day. I want to do this. I want to do that. I want to do that. Right now, at the moment, I feel like I need to find something to step out of my comfort zone. I don't know if y'all know who Jazzy Tay is, but Jazz is from Little Rock, Arkansas. I'm from Arkansas. I'm from Pine Bluff, Arkansas. Not too far from her. I feel like I find that motivation. I feel like I find that motivation because of Jazz moved to Houston and she became a YouTuber. She make real good money doing it. She came up with Tay. And I find that inspiring to me because I feel like just because I'm from Pine Bluff or I'm from Arkansas and we don't get much recommendation. We don't get much of anything. But I feel like because I see a lot of people who strive to move and go to Texas, go to Alabama, go to Memphis, go here and there, blah, blah, blah. To find a way, you have to step outside your comfort zone. And I feel like I don't step out my comfort zone more than I should. I feel like I'm grown now. I'm 18. I have a car. So I feel like one day, I don't know when it's going to be, but I feel like one of these days, I'm just going to end up walking away. And I feel like I'm just going to end up going to Memphis or going to Texas, wherever God wants me to go. And I feel like I'm going to find something and I'm going to build some content somewhere. I want to build content. I'm going to build content. And when God wants me to get that recommendation, baby, I'm going to get that recommendation. So I might be sitting here and I might not be talking to nobody right now. But I feel like when the time comes and when God wants it to happen, it's going to happen. Because right now, I may be going through a tough time, but when I get down that road, when I was successful on that path, you still have to realize that there's going to be battles that you have to go through no matter how freaking successful you may be. I'm going to say that again. No matter how much you think you're successful in life, there's always going to be a left turn in the road. There's always going to be a battle, an obstacle that you're going to have to face no matter how much. Because when God has a blessing for you, the devil thinks that he can just intervolve and come and destroy everything. But it's up to you to see or to figure out how I'm going to do this. Am I going to really let the devil choose me? Am I going to really let the devil destroy me? Or I'm going to sit here or I'm going to listen to God. I'm going to give it to God. I'm going to let God handle it. Because I'm God's child. God created me. The devil didn't create me. God created me. So no matter what I do, behind closed doors, off camera, whatever, I know that God still loves me unconditionally. People don't understand what unconditionally means. It means I don't care if it's 2 a.m. in the morning and I crash and I wreck my car. God still gonna love me no matter what. He still woke me up this morning. He still put me on my feet. And although I might not be making sense to none, But God knows what I'm talking about. He knows. He sees it. He hears me. So one day, my voice will be heard. When I walk away from that job, I'm opening a bigger door and another opportunity for a bigger job, a better job. So I'm here to tell you, never be scared to walk away from anything, any situation, any relationship. Do you hear me? Because when you walk away from something that you thought you couldn't live without, or you thought you couldn't do without, he'll send you another reason that you're still alive. This just might be a long video. But many don't know, but I was in a relationship. Off and off for like 2 years. I really loved this boy. I would do anything for this boy. I love that boy. I still don't think he's my first love. But I'm his first love. I love that boy with all my heart. All my desires. I would do anything. I got in trouble for this boy. I ran away for this boy. I love that boy dearly and sweetly and heartily. Like nothing. But we had our problems. We had our trials. And he wasn't always perfect. He cheated and flirted with other girls in my face so many times that I was so delusional and I was so hurt to leave him. But that last time that we broke up and I felt all the things that I felt and my life was going upside down and I moved, I got taken away from my family. I feel like God forced me out of that situation to see that I don't need him. I never needed him. Sometimes God tends to force you out of situations that he wants you to see that you don't need that someone. You don't need that car. You don't need that person. You don't need that mother, that father, that sister, that brother, that cousin, that auntie, that uncle. You don't need that certain coworker. He's trying to tell you when he forcing you out of a relationship that you don't need that boyfriend because something with that person is not meant for you. So me talking about this situation, I don't know who I may be talking to. I don't know who this video may want to get to one day. It may not get to no one, but it's still the credit that matters. And one day, you'll say, I'm proud of you for talking about that. I was hurt during that situation. That was probably my first or second boyfriend. I was hurt. I was angry because I really wanted things to work out. But forever don't always mean forever. And I understand that. And I see that. I'm only 18. I'm still young. I have a lot to learn. I have a lot to do. I'm going to live a long, legendary life. I'm going to touch a lot of people's lives. I feel like the next move for me to do is to walk away from something that is not meant for me. And I don't know when. It might be a couple months from now. Don't know when I'm going to walk away from this certain situation. But I'm going to walk away from it. And when I do, I'm going to feel good about it. Although I might be hurt. Yeah, I'm going to be hurt. But I feel like I'm going to have release. I'm not going to have so much more stress than I usually have on my shoulders. I feel like more opportunities was open. I feel like I have a lot to work on. Yeah. You know, I think the last thing I want to say is be okay with being by yourself. Once you get okay with being by yourself and you being comfortable with being alone and you being in your own bubble, your privacy and everything, God will show you someone. He might show you someone. He might not show you someone. He might show you something. He might show you an opportunity. He might show you a blessing. You don't know what God is capable of doing until he does it. But once he does it, you're going to be amazed. You're going to look back and you're going to watch this. So, with that being said, if I made sense to you, I'm glad I made sense to you. If I didn't make sense to you, then I'm sorry that I didn't hit you. That means this video was not for you. But to the people that it reached, and to the people that it touched, when it's your time, baby, your time will come. So be patient. It's not over yet. I love you guys. Stay tuned to my next video. Keep the courage, keep the faith, and never give up on your dreams. It's coming. I promise. I love you.